What is going on, everybody? My name is Ciara Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. Sean, I've ruined it again.
No, Connor, you're out of practice. It's been a little while. It's been a beat since the last Weird News episode happened.
But I'll tell you, I'm of course joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Mead. But Sean, while you're here, I mean, I'm out of practice. What is Weird News about? This
is the show where you no, I was going to say you take one comic book character every single week.
You're out of practice too.
How do I usually segue into this? You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world.
Yeah.
You're about to read them all out to me, a man who, quite frankly, had a bit of a week last week and wasn't able to look at any weird news anyway.
Yeah.
So, Connor.
Yes.
How much did you have to sift through when there's like a 2.5 week break between episodes?
So many crazy people. So many.
Oh no. Oh dear, listeners.
And sometimes when it's a week, I'm like, geez, there's a lot of weirdness. Because I don't know if you live in the world, but it's fucked, right? And so it's basically my job to filter all the fucked stuff into maybe some less fucked stuff.
Yeah. Once you go into live leak, weird news stops becoming fun anymore.
But once we have 2.5 weeks, we really gotta filter all the stuff down to even just get it to an hour instead of having like a 2-hour long weird news episode. But what I will say is, people who listen to this show, Sean, very, very nice, because they are constantly sending in stories. And what breaks my heart is when somebody sends in a story and we've already got so much stuff, like over a 2-week period, I don't know if we're going to get time to get to them. So what I'd like to do is give a bit of a shout out where we had 2 stories this week. One from Jackson, who sent in that there was a woman who was breastfeeding her child fighting off a goose. That was a story.
That is... First of all, let's do a very quick report on that. Geese are mental, I don't like them. I assume the ghost is the instigator of the fight and not her, while she's breastfeeding, just decided to take a swing at a goose.
Sorry, no, a hawk starts attacking her goose.
What? Jackson, I hope you know this is going to haunt me, this story, for the rest of the time.
With no context, that's better. I'm not going to tell you the rest.
That's fair. And I won't be able to search it, because if I just search breastfeeding goose, I'm going to be on the weird side of YouTube again.
The FBI just immediately come to your home.
My FBI agent starts calling everyone around his desk, just being like, oh, what's he up to now?
Is he doing okay? What's going on? And the second one is Sean Quinlan, who's another listener. They messaged it over on Instagram, and they sent us a story of that there was 40 guys who dressed up as suits to go see the new Minions movie. And there's a whole TikTok clip of them all going up and down the escalator.
I think I saw this, you know.
And then they all burst into just applause once it finishes.
Because this is Despicable Me. It's Minions: The Rise of Gru, isn't that it? It's the origin story, which we love, of Gru from the Minions. I love the level of... And Morbius is the instigator of this. Internet shithousery with bad movies. I'm in love with it. I hope it never ends, quite frankly.
So, like, stories like that, I love when people send that stuff in, so please keep sending it in. There will be weeks that are less busy than this, and I am very thankful for those stories coming in, but this is just a weird week, because we had last week off, Sean, and you're going to realise it, because I'm going to start off weird news, because there's no more time.
I'm going to give you nothing on these stories, by the way. And just be like, wow, Connor really dropped the ball this week.
Tell me more about the goose. So, Sean, we're starting off with this story, and that is: a woman married a rag doll and now has a baby.
A rag baby or like a regular baby?
It's a rag baby.
It's a rag baby? No, she didn't have the baby then.
It'd be kind of worse if it was a real baby. You're like, wait. How?
Just trying to do the maths on that in your head. So
this is one of those stories, by the way, I really, really need you to look up an image of this. Just to really get some context.
It's usually any time there's a marriage story on the show, you say, Sean, you're going to want to look up a picture of this.
Yeah.
Woman rag baby? That'll probably
just rag doll marriage, something like that.
I was loveless before I married a rag doll. Here we go. I'll accept these cookies, why not? Oh my God! What the fuck is this?
Love is in the air, Sean. Come on now.
No, it's not, Connor. It's a terrifying
genuinely
ragdoll, man.
shocked.
He's got a beard that's also his mouth. I don't care for this.
Maravone Rota Marries has found her soulmate in the life-size doll she calls her husband, and the pair have even gone on to have a baby, Sean. I mean...
I just saw... Sorry. I've been scrolling. Okay? And... right when you said, and now the pair have a baby.
Yeah.
It gets to a photo of this woman in a hospital bed and a hospital gown.
Yeah.
Holding a little ragdoll version.
Well, I mean, you've just given birth, Sean. You really want to hold your child for the first time. That's going to happen in a hospital.
Is she sure it's his, though?
Imagine. What if it wasn't like a rag doll? What if it was a different type of doll? It was an action figure.
Like an action man comes out.
Wait
he's got
a
kung
minute.
fu grip.
This adds even more questions. How?
What happened here? How did they meet, I suppose, is my main question.
So the 37-year-old from Brazil said her mum made her the rag doll named Marcelo after she complained about being single and having no one to dance with. Little did she realise it would be love at first sight, Sean.
Okay, can I just raise an ethical question here?
Yeah.
And I'm basing this solely off the movie Pinocchio. But if you make a doll, you are that doll's parent. So there's something going on in this relationship that I don't care for.
Is this some sort of incest? I mean, if incest is that baby's main problem, I think we've kind of missed the mark here.
No, that's true. And I am creating extra problems in a situation that's already
that ragdoll is incest.
I'm fine with the ragdoll. It's the incest I can't get behind.
So after a few months of dating, Sean, her and the life-sized ragdoll, she falls pregnant. You know how it is. Just no protection for ragdolls. They decided to tie the knot before the newborn arrived at a ceremony that was attended by 250 people, Sean.
That's an expensive wedding for a ragdoll.
I'm not bringing 250 to mine.
No. I'm going like the older I get, it's like eloping sounds fucking alright, you know. Let's go off to Spain with a few friends, be grand.
I'm always like trying to discount them. I'm like, I think I'm down to 4. And they're like, Connor, there's 5 in your family. How a look.
Look, sure he won't want to come, like, it'll be grand.
Sacrifices have to be made. €80 a head, fuck that.
Fuck that off. And so, how, like, this might be more information that I'm looking for that you don't have.
Yeah.
How anatomically correct is this ragdoll?
I mean, I don't know if it'll ever be the right amount of anatomically correct for this to happen.
No, yeah, it's a lot of moving parts involved for the mother to knit.
Unsurprisingly, Sean, the birth was a painless one. I think you'll be surprised to know that. It only took 35 minutes, which I think 34 minutes and 59 seconds, almost too long to pick up a baby doll in the shop.
Yeah. Are you suggesting they paid for this child, Connor?
Well, where else are... No, I don't want to put child trafficking on the incest pair.
I don't want to put that on the family, but...
I mean, I suppose, how else are you going to get it?
Some kind of ragdoll stork, perhaps?
Oh, ragdoll stork. And is the stork also a rag?
Yeah.
Oh.
He delivers the rag babies.
How does he fly?
He's got a rag hot air balloon.
A rag stork flying a rag hot air balloon.
Yeah, it's terrible because it's made of rags. So like once you light that burner, it's going like
it's just burning its own kind.
Yeah, like, the stork gets one run with her air balloon.
It was a wonderful day for me. Very important, very emotional. She told the news. He is a mar that I always wanted in my life. Married life with him is wonderful, she said. Maravone continued, he doesn't fight with me, Sean, which is, I mean, good marriage. He doesn't argue, and he just understands me.
He just fucking sits there.
Stares into space.
Sorry, I've been on this article as well, and I scrolled down a small bit. And she said seeing the placenta and the umbilical cord and the blood made it all real.
Okay, sorry, okay.
So
she's taking another person's baby. Are we not all just thinking that?
She has burgled a hospital.
I mean, she's ran in at the opportune time. Everybody else is distracted, I'm assuming, by the baby. And she's coming straight in head first, taking that baby and getting out of there.
What if it's like an Indiana Jones situation? So she has this weighted baby that she's made out of rags.
And the doctor can't figure it out.
She's down on her knees at the bottom of the bed waiting to make the switch while no one's looking.
It's like a weighing scale. Like if she gets it wrong, lasers are going to come down, the whole place will go into shutdown. This is
a
vital.
Big boulder comes down the ward.
Dun, 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 dun. She's just waiting there. And I think, obviously the husband's not going to fight with her because, I mean, due to the fact that I'm assuming can't talk, he's a ragdoll. But this also reminds me of that episode from the new series of Dairy Girls, when the husband doesn't talk whatsoever, and he's in a really happy relationship.
Series, I will say.
Sorry?
I've not seen the new series.
You haven't seen the new series of Dairy Girls, Shaun?
No, I haven't. I've been busy. All right.
What are you doing?
I was watching... Jess, I wasn't watching much, I'll be honest.
I'm fucking watching you. Did you watch that?
I was editing podcasts, Connor.
Of course.
To unreasonable deadlines, might I say.
He is such a man and all women envy him, she says of her doll, which... do women envy him or do women want to be with him?
Well, are the women like maybe children who want a doll to play with?
Are they not envious of her?
I think it's more jealous that they... You know when like a toddler wants a toy? I think it might be that kind of thing, and she's getting confused.
She said she got the doll. Obviously, her mother made it because she would go to these dances. She wouldn't always find the partner. And then he entered into my life and it all made sense, which raised the visual of her going to some sort of dance hall, shall we say, Shaun. Everyone's out there having a good time, busting a move, throwing shapes, if you will.
I've been dancing before.
The place splits and one woman walks on with her rag doll and I can only assume proceeds to fuck him about the place for 5 minutes.
Just swing him around.
Just swinging him.
But and presumably... Now no one is ever going to ask her to dance again.
To be honest, this kind of proves their point.
It's kind of the nail in the coffin situation, isn't
Everyone's looking at each other like, you know what? I think we were fucking right the first time. You said there was something off about her. I know you did, didn't you?
Have you ever seen, there was a movie that came out and I think it was in 1991.
Step Up.
It's Step Up 2, The Streets.
Got the dance.
It's Mannequin, it's called. It's about a man who falls in love with a department store mannequin, but she comes alive at night. It's kind of like that.
Except with the coming alive.
The coming alive, there's no magic. Well, maybe he does.
We don't know, Shaun, do we? Are we being cynical? Maybe there's a bit of magic in this.
I mean, that stork did burn to death, so I'm not sure.
She said, marriage isn't always easy, with the dull mom of one adding, he has so many great qualities, but the only downside, he's so lazy. He doesn't work at all, she says of her doll husband.
See, that's a really complicated one, because that sounds really sad. Yeah. Like in a bottle, you know?
Yeah.
Like if you take away the rest of the story. But she knows it's a doll. Her mother knows it's a doll. Why?
She followed it up by saying he didn't use a condom. She fell pregnant and even gained weight as she eagerly awaited for the new arrival. Which I think she's had a big lunch.
I like pasta carbonara, something like that.
She's had pasta 2 days in a row and she is not liking it on Friday.
And did she go through 9 months of a pregnancy and all this to... Like, what happens here? Where do we go from this with this family? Why is there so many of these cropping up at the minute?
I don't know, because they're getting put on Weird News Wednesday, Shaun. That must be the only reason.
Everyone's listening, everyone's clout chasing. They want to be on the show.
I just feel like people have always been like this. I think there's always been people. I mean, there's people that marry their cars. We've had people marry airplanes or ghosts or whatever.
Or a PlayStation 2. I heard that rumour in school.
That's pretty good. I mean, that of all of them, that seems the most logical.
Doesn't it?
8 megabytes a day on that memory card, lad. I
paid €36 back in the day for an 8 megabyte memory card for a PlayStation.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Still holds up, I'd say, though. I'd say the amount of games you got on it.
Still going. I have all of my Ratchet and Clanks, my Simpsons hit and runs, my SmackDown v Raw.
Still 7.9 megabytes free.
Yeah, all it is saving a text file saying, yeah, he's at this level. Like, that's it.
But I think with the internet now and people wanting to pay to be in an article, we are seeing more and more of these people come forward to be like, this is my story.
That is very true. I forgot you do get paid to be in like a tabloid or a paper or stuff like that. So maybe, Connor, Heroes for Hire, what if we marry the website and we're like, oh, it just gives me everything I need. Gives me an easy way to search through all the episodes, a link to the merch store.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Everyone's like, this is the worst wedding I've ever been to. He's just promoting shit.
He's just shilling, but that's what he's like in everyday life, so...
Now for my speech as best man.
HTTP :
when I clicked on the easy to access link.
And all the socials, you can access the socials from there, people.
There's a support button, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sean, what do we do with this woman? I mean, what does she do next? Are we having a family of 5? Is she going to run out of cloth?
I think there is a cloth shortage going on, I hear. I think we have to wean her off of ragdoll life. So I think, like, next step, I don't know, get a man and wrap him up in some bed sheets.
A ghost. Get a ghost.
And then it's a man in like a very ill-fitting suit, so it's still kind of raggy.
Yeah.
And then we get a regular man and we push him in a bunch of glue and confetti. And then step 4 or whatever is we introduce her to like Tinder and just and then it'll be like, why'd your last relationship end? It's like, oh, he was lazy. And they'll be like,
I feel like there's a deeper problem here in that I think she may be the issue in terms of, even if you found her a lovely lad, right? And very...
Or lady.
We're assuming male, but it's a ragdoll, so maybe it's a sexless ragdoll. It is dressed like something. She keeps saying he in the article, so I'm assuming it's a male ragdoll. So
we find her another male ragdoll. Is that your idea?
No, but what I'm thinking is that no matter who you set her up with, they will have to have a conversation with her in which she will say, yes, I had a marriage and I also gave birth to a ragdoll baby. Have you seen the article?
Yes, that is true.
That's a sticking point.
But maybe not for everyone, you know? People are into some stuff, you know? Maybe they're into like, oh, I was with a ragdoll and had a baby once. Like, that's my very specific thing that I'm
There's
into.
There's one person really into that somewhere.
Has to be. Internet's a big place. World is a big place. Someone is desperately into that and has been starved for such things.
I think we can add this to our long list of weird marriages. And I feel like the images themselves might be the strangest we've ever had, because she had to go through the trouble of stitching the fucking child together.
Yeah. Like, do you think she like outsourced it to the mother? To be like, will you make another one, but like this big?
I mean, at that point, is the mother giving birth to your own child? So your own child is your sister?
But it's also the sister of the father who she also made. So
it's your husband is now your stepfather and your daughter is your stepsister.
Yeah, but you're also... You're
married to your stepfather who's your husband.
It does get complicated very quickly.
I like how that's the complication.
Everything up to now was easily dealt with.
The relationships are the one bit that'll set this off the rails. Up until that point, I was thinking this is smooth sailing.
Just like, look, you have to draw a family tree at some point, and it's just going to be a straight line at this rate.
It's just a flat line.
Just like, and that's where it ends.
So, Shaun, I think we need to move on because there is a story of a race that I really, really want to bring to you. And this race is one that's been going on for a few years now. And the BBC have covered it because man versus horse. The race won by runner Ricky Lightfoot this year.
I mean, he was born to be a runner, really, wasn't he? With a name like that. Man versus horse, you say? Man
versus horse. If we thought, I mean, we discovered all of the races currently going on. And we covered the cheese race,
downhill cheese derby, yeah.
And so it got me on a little bit of a trail of trying to find the weirdest competitions in terms of races that occur throughout the UK or even the world.
What's the parameters of a man versus horse race then?
I mean, is it surely in the name?
Is it a full lap around the horse track?
The race has been going since 1980, but Ricky Lightfoot has only become only the third person to ever win it since 1980. Holy shit.
Fair play to Ricky.
So what happened was he caught a flight to Manchester at 6 o'clock in the morning. He landed at 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday before catching a flight. Oh, he'd woken at 6. Sorry, I do apologise.
Fine. Words are hard.
He landed in Wales. He's ready to go. He's there at 9 for the start of the race at 11. Crossing the line, the 6'4" athlete had no idea whether he had won, as the people and animals take slightly different routes.
So they don't have him beside the horse.
I mean, the horse is kicking the shit out of him. Yes.
That's totally fair. But this man got up, went on a flight, and then raced a horse and won.
Yes, he did. He'd been awake apparently for 29 hours straight when he was giving the interview.
Jesus Christ.
The race itself, 1,000 runners versus 50 horses in a race.
That's... And so they're on they're in the same general area but separate tracks, so no one gets trampled.
There's a 22.5 mile course.
What? I thought it was going to be 100 metre
No, this is the race of the champion, Shaun.
That's nearly a marathon.
Yeah, 36 kilometres. They both go in, the horses get let off one way, the humans get let off another, and then whoever comes back first wins.
What do you win? Don't tell me it's bragging rights, because there has to be something for that.
It's not bragging rights, but the amount of money it is not worth it.
Is this 500 quid?
See, it is more than that, but how long, if only 3 humans have ever done it, I feel like there should be a massive bonus,
there should be a big pot. I would say 100, and just
Well, he won €3,500 after beating the first horse by more than 2 minutes. When asked how he felt, he said, "It's pretty good,
Jesus, he's a man of few words, Ricky Lightfoot.
I called my partner. I said, "I beat the horse," and she said, "You're joking," and I said, "No, I did," and she was like, "Wow."
Ricky has a real way with telling stories.
Ricky's here to run. He's not here to talk, right? He doesn't give a fuck.
He's also very sleep deprived at the minute, I must say.
He's just speaking in basic sentences.
How long did it take him to run the whole course, does it say?
He's a firefighter, by the way. He had been 10 minutes it took him. He said he'd been quietly confident. He said, I thought I could give them a good race, he explained.
I put up a good fight, do you know? Could go either way, depending on the day and the horse. But
apparently, he's been asked if he wanted to enter the Grand National next.
I would love that. Every
Ricky
year.
Lightfoot.
Ricky Lightfoot, just every year we do this race. Whoever wins, they get give it $5,000 maybe. And then the next step is the Grand National. And if you win that against any of the horses, same track this time, you get £1 million. And I guarantee you'd have the best Olympic team ever by the end of it.
I mean, why is he not in the Olympics is my question, because I don't understand it. What really brought me to this article is, first of all, obviously it's a man versus animal race. I just think that's dumb.
That's
but also,
always great.
Ricky, as an interviewee, is just... He's to the point. He doesn't fuck about. He's not here to make friends. He's here, he's up for 29 hours. He's just talking. He doesn't even know what he's saying at this point. For example, his next line was, I've never rode a horse in my life. I once rode a donkey at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, though. That's it.
Any transferable skills there, Ricky? Or?
That's all he said. They're like, have you ever ridden a horse before? Well, I once rode a donkey at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, but we all know that story, so I'll stop there.
I'll say no more on that now.
You know yourself, mom's the word. After winning, the father of two then made his way home to Maryport in Cumbria, as he had to be back at work at 7:30 the next morning.
What is this man's life that he can just take a notion and just be like, yeah, I'll raise a horse and go to work the next day. That's fine.
The race director, Mike Thomas, said Mr. Lightfoot had beat the horses quite comfortably on Saturday. The last time a human beat them was in a race in 2007, and the first time was in 2004. So 04, 07, 2022. Since 1980, that is it.
I was just going to say, they did that for 24 years
without
anyone beating the horse.
Not even close, like, they were just getting destroyed repeatedly.
Getting massacred. But then one person did the big drought then between 07 and this year was a tough time for the man versus horse race industry.
So the event begins on tarmac, but then goes into the forest and then open moorland. So it comes onto open land at the end.
Jesus. And so you need to be like good at like track running, like, you know, like nature trails, and like cross country basically.
Yeah. And you have to beat the horses, who I'm going to say are probably pretty good at that.
They're probably pretty well spec'd for anything that could be thrown at them. What animal could you beat in a race? Now, it has to be an animal that's actually good at stuff. You can't pick a sloth. Well,
when you say good at stuff, do you mean other stuff other than running?
No, an animal... I want a fair fight, okay?
Okay. I recently seen a video of what Usain Bolt would do up against a cheetah, and the cheetah kicked the shit out of him over 100 metres. So I'm not taking a cheetah. I'm not taking cheetah. Because
you know what kind of fair play to you?
I comfortably will say Usain Bolt might be even maybe a tenth of a second faster than me. So if you take that into account.
So you learned your lesson from the cheetah video that you watched.
Can you be faster?
I would have said rule that
dog?
out straight away. I was going to say dog. Depending on the dog.
A little dog.
Little dog. Even like give me a medium dog. You know, give me like a I don't know, a wolfhound or something. That's a big dog. I reckon I could outpace him. A bulldog, a boxer dog.
Yeah.
I could outpace a boxer dog.
You'd kick the shit out of a boxer dog. You would
in a race. I'd treat him very well. I'd look after him.
And how's your knee?
Look, it's not great.
Are you wearing your knee brace now, or
not right now? I had it on earlier because I took a knock the other day, but.
I like how no matter what it is, you're still like, I'd win. I'd fucking win.
It's my toxic trait, man. I always think I'm going to be the best.
Like, better get up now, and you have to do the whole, jizz me knees. Oh no.
Just a full-on snap as I straighten my leg.
Now, where's the fucking race?
Now, let's go. Bring me that dog.
So apparently he was able to run by the way, he's 6'4", remember, which is pretty fucking tall. He was able to run the 22 and a half miles in 2 hours and 22 minutes.
It's pretty good.
That's almost excellent, I would say.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Shaun, what would you run 36 kilometres in?
Probably about a week and a half.
Factoring the knee brace.
Factoring the time between knee brace changes, yeah, probably a week and a half.
I need a new one every kilometre. So.
I wear through them.
Well, most people, I'm not going to say most people, but like if you were a bit of a runner, you're doing 5k between like 22 to 30 minutes. Now, maybe when you're 19, you're doing it in like 19 minutes or 20 minutes, but most average people are doing it in between then. So that's 5k in, say, let's just say 30 minutes. Yeah. So then 10k in an hour, then 20k in 2 hours.
Yeah, when you say it in metric, it sounds a lot more impressive.
30k in 3 hours.
That's... Yeah, he's above and beyond, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
Didn't the marathon record get broken?
Yeah.
I'm having a stroke. It's under 2 hours.
Yeah, I took part in that race. Yeah, so it didn't get broken when I was there, of course. But like, wasn't my me. I was on the side. Go on, Mo Farah, quick!
You can do this.
You can do this, Mo. I'll stand here.
I would like more races of humans versus animals, more competition between humans and animals, because I think it would put us in our place.
Phelps versus a shark.
Did they do that?
They did. I think there was like a weird TV show where they like, I think it was like a CGI shark though. They're like, a shark will go this fast, and Phelps is going to have to beat it.
They bottled it.
I'm talking
shark.
real live cage. Lock Phelps in there with the shark. See what happens.
Yeah. There's only one. There's one door, and whoever gets to it first, it closes after him. Yes. And then the rest of the sharks come in.
Or like a monkey on like Takeshi's Castle and like up against a champion.
Or like a silverback gorilla on Catchphrase.
Just puts it in. The grass is always greener on the other side, John. Of course, yes.
Yeah, he's got it nailed. He's perfect. He's
perfect
Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
He's so fucking good at phrases. What the fuck?
Jesus.
So we're going to have to move on, Shaun, to our next piece of news. And this one really caught my eye because what we're seeing a lot of now, by the way, it's just began to absolutely monsoon weather has just occurred outside my window. What's it like there?
It's actually it's grand and dry here. Sky's clear.
Any minute now it's coming. It's coming. I'm giving you a pre-warning.
Right at the end of the episode, it'll come across.
Yeah. So, Shaun, what we have a lot of these days, and we all kind of know them. If you go to a workplace, they want to have bonding events. They want to have team building activities. They want you to be part of the crew. You know what I mean?
I love it. My favourite thing.
And can I just say, I hate all of that shit. Leave me alone. Let me do my job.
Yeah, just shut up and let me do the work. And then I'll go home.
If nobody will talk to me, I can do stuff. Please. But Shaun, what happens when team building activities go too far? Well, 25 people found out recently in Zurich when 25 people were injured after walking barefoot on hot coals in a corporate team building activity.
No, why would you suggest that? As in like I assume it's just for like an office job kind of a thing. Yeah, why bring it in?
A team building exercise on a corporate away day in Switzerland went horribly wrong when 25 employees had to be treated for burns, according to the reports. The Zurich-based marketing agency Goldbach hosted some 150 employees. So they all go to Lake Zurich in Switzerland. Everything's going well on Tuesday. It's all fantastic. They're building bridges. The chemistry between the team is off the charts.
Sorry.
Yeah.
They went to a team building event on a Tuesday.
Yeah, which is mad.
Why would you fucking schedule it like that?
Hang on, I'm going to raise my hand. Maybe it's just an Irish thing that you would set it on a Friday night.
You know what? That's fair. That's my bias. Continue.
I think they're actually building team stuff, but instead of just getting pissed.
Instead of just, here's an excuse to go to a pub.
Yes. Employees were invited to walk barefoot across several feet of hot coals as part of the team building activity on Tuesday evening. I mean, it's there to design like, are you brave? will you want to take this risk with the rest of your teammates? Let's take the plunge together.
Are you going to be a coward? Are you going to be a coward and
Don't
stand
be a
on
little
that side?
fucking bitch, Karen, for God's sake. Police said that employees walked one after another over the hot coals, but they did not immediately feel pain from the burns. So, all pretty good.
Yeah, but isn't the thing that you're meant to, like you are meant to leave it a bit between people walking on it, I think. And I also think you're meant to walk slow enough. Because as soon as you rush, you dig into the coals and then you get burned.
Here's what I think has happened. And it's definitely a lad. I'm going to put this out there. The guy running this, he's definitely a dickhead. And he's like, hey, you know what? You believe in your dreams. That kind of shit, right? He's seen this somewhere else. He's brought in, do I need an expert? No, sure, I'm the fucking expert. I don't need any fucking medical advice.
I know how to light coal.
I'll figure it out, right? I'll figure it out when they're here. So he hasn't looked up any sort of health and safety stuff about this. He's like, I seen this on a TV show once and everyone was inspired. So we're going to do this because I'm a dick and I know better.
It's... Also, I imagine, like, if HR weren't invited to this...
No, they weren't.
When they hear about... How was the team building exercise? Well, once the third degree burns were treated, it was good. Excuse me, what?
My idea is that everyone who's about to do it are like, are you sure this is safe? And he's just like, well, would I lie to you? Would I? I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much an expert on this. I watched a YouTube video 4 minutes ago on how to do this, and so I think I know what I'm doing here.
Would you do it if you're, like... Say we had a Heroes for Hire corporate team building day.
I already have one settled for next week. Yeah, go on.
Excellent. Am I invited?
No.
Oh. I'm just going on a day out.
Do you know why, bud? Because you're too much part of the team. Our bond is too strong. I need to build bonds with other people.
Unshakable. What other people are involved in this?
There's nobody here.
There's no one else.
I'm just having a meeting.
That's fine. You can say that. That's all right, bud. You don't need to book it into the calendar.
I booked it in. Imagine I text you. Hi, Shaun, I won't be around. I'm going on a bit of a meeting next week.
Oh, that's fine. Can someone cover your shift? Or?
Would I do it? No, I have no issue with being not cool, so I will happily not do it and just be like, yeah, grand. I like That's my fair. Feet.
Oh, jeez, well, bully for you, Connor.
Well, I'm not in love with them. I like them not burned.
Ah, that's fair. That is fair. I'd probably do it.
Would you?
Not because I'm brave, just because I'd be like genuine peer pressure. I want to please people, you know?
Yeah. You imagine like, go on, Shaun, come on now. You'd be like, fuck it. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I'll do this the best out of everyone.
I'll cartwheel over.
So apparently people did not complain immediately after from the pain from the burns, but many complained of pain afterwards. And at least, Shaun, 10 ambulances were called to the scene.
Oh, that's not great for the company, is it? It's poor marketing.
HR must be going mad.
It's like they wake up on a Wednesday morning and then have to...
It's just another normal day.
Oh God, hump day, guys. Oh, we're nearly there. What?
The office is a bit empty. Sure, everyone's gone off to that bonding thing, aren't they? Sure, nothing to do today. It'd be easy enough, wouldn't it?
Oh,
was that 10 ambulances?
Is that? Oh, all right.
And
get on the phone.
Oh, we are.
We are.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
And what caused it? Oh, burns. We burned all of our staff.
We took our employees out to a field and we burned them, is what's going to be printed.
And they're not even getting a few drinks. It's only fucking Wednesday.
I love like the whoever's in charge of HR, they just like close down the computer, put their jacket on and leave and just never come back.
Oh, that was here. Police described treating the injured employees as a major operation, as 25 employees were injured during the exercise. Now, none of them severely damaged, so that's why this is more amusing than anything, but they were slightly burned on all of the soles of their feet, which I would say hurts like a fucking bitch.
Tough to get around. Very tough to get around. Yeah. Also, like, if you're burned bad enough that an ambulance is needed, that's a pretty bad burn.
It's not great.
Yeah. Because we've all like burned ourselves a little bit on the stove and things. Like, run it under cold water, you'd be grand. when there's paramedics involved, it's a bad company to work for, I'd say.
I don't put my hand under the water if I burn it.
Do you not?
Because when I was younger, I did it. And then I took my hand away and then it started burning again like 4 minutes later because my finger stopped being numb.
Yeah, no, but you have to fully do it for like 10 minutes under cold water.
Right. See, I didn't do it for long enough. I'm just now like, I'm going to stick the pain. Let's just rock this out.
I'm going to suffer through it. When I started playing guitar, my granddad is like an old school Irish musician. And he told me that, to toughen up your fingers, you burn them on the hob and let them heal.
Stick your fucking head in the oven, Shaun. That's how you warm up.
But I fucking did it a load. Like, I was in bits, but I kept doing it. Because I was like, this will make me a good guitar player, I guess.
I won't practice guitar because I never have any fingertips.
Because my fingers are too sore.
They're always bandaged. Any day now, though. Any fucking day now, I'm going to be amazing at it.
I'm going to jump up like Marty McFly at the end of the year.
Surely a better idea would have been just to play the guitar enough that you get calluses on your fingertips and then you can play forever.
Oh, indeed. Yeah. Indeed, Connor. And eventually that did happen once I stopped burning myself.
Oh, well, I would say, can we make it like an announcement here to all the listeners? I would not burn your fingers on anything to get better at a musical instrument.
No. Unless it's the drum.
Drum, stick your foot in the fire and just hope for the best. It'll just bring you a bit of rhythm. Bit of rhythm to you.
Extra little bit of je ne sais quoi in the kick drum there.
Set fire to your back before you start a set. You'll start drumming a fucking away at a speed you've never seen before.
Oh, I saw Fall Out Boy a while ago, and they had a guitar and a piano that were both on fire. It's very cool.
Did they?
They did, actually, yeah.
Who was playing the guitar?
Pete Wentz.
Oh, Pete.
Pete's well able for. He was wearing an Italian 90 jersey, actually.
Oh, Pete knows the crowd.
Playing to the crowd, so he was.
The drummer from Fall Out Boy is massive as well.
He's huge. He's huge. Tatted up as well. Like, he is like a monster.
Like, he's just more ink than man at this point.
That's the dream. That's the dream, my friend.
Once you've run out of canvas, where do you go?
You start killing people and tattooing them.
Of course.
Wait, you don't have to kill him to do that. Whoa, no. What body? Oh, Jesus.
You just start killing people, skinning them, and then going to the tattoo place with their skin over your skin. I'd like a full arm tattoo, please.
I need the rush, please.
Give me a sleeve.
And then do this one, and I'm just pulling different arms onto me. This has gotten grim. I don't like this.
So the CEO of the company has confirmed in an internal memo that employees were injured after participating, and I love the fact that he included this, voluntary team building activities. Classic CEO behaviour. As he
gotta save face.
Appropriate preparation took place before the walk, he said, which should have been basically unproblematic.
But they fucked it up.
But somebody, not me, I'm perfect, fucked it up. And I don't want to name names, Kevin, but somebody's going to get in trouble because obviously it was voluntary. We have no real legal obligation to be sued or in any sort of way be in trouble.
Literally. Like, they're just like, this is not our fault, but we have to say something, but we're not accepting any blame. It's their own fault. They knew what they were getting into.
Shaun, I would like to move on now because a story really caught my eye. It's only a small story, but it's one of my favourite things in the world, and that is human error leading to something that you just literally cannot get back.
Excellent.
One of my favourite stories we've ever done here on Weird News, and it's a few years ago now, is the submarine story when there was a $3 billion submarine and one of the lads forgot to close the hatch on its first voyage,
day that they ever launched it.
And it sunk because it got filled with water and it just completely broke. And our favourite thing was imagining him going home after that long day of work and like his husband or wife being like, how did it go? Legitimately not good.
Legitimately, I don't have a job anymore.
I forgot to close the hatch of the submarine.
How much? 3 billion.
3 billion. That's how much I owe the government.
So is it on that level that we have now? Or
it wouldn't be on that level financially, but it would be on that level in terms of work that's gone into it. Because I have Japanese city loses memory drive with information on all 460,000 residents.
Oh no. That's not good.
A city in Western Japan said Thursday that it had lost a USB flash drive containing personal information on all of its residents, nearly 500,000 residents that live in the city. The lost data included the residents' names, their addresses, their dates of births, their bank account numbers, their of well-receiving household or welfare-receiving households, so whoever is receiving welfare, among other information. There is no evidence of data being leaked so far. So what it means is the guy who had it just lost it.
Just fucking left it somewhere. Like, it just fell out of his pocket. And like, and they probably have copies of the data, but the issue is that data is now just out there somewhere.
And I would like to imagine that they don't have a copy. It's just on the USB.
They were just bringing it from one building to another, and he dropped it.
An employee of a company commissioned to assist the city's rollout of COVID-19 relief funds lost a bag that had their flash drive inside after drinking a few beers and dining at a restaurant on Tuesday.
Oh no, were they worth it? Were they the tastiest beers you've ever had?
They'd fucking want to be, boy. They'd want to be.
You'd hope he didn't go for like a Burger King or something.
Oh, I just like, you've had a few beers, you've had your food, you're feeling a bit full. I'll go home now. I'll go home. Yeah. Look, I'm going to head on home. I've work in the morning anyway.
Yeah, head back to the hotel there. Be grand.
Head back to the hotel. There's no point staying around here. Did I ever have anything with me? Should I have my wallet? Have my phone? Have the keys?
I'd love that. If he did the phone, wallet, keys, like pat on himself. He's like, God, aren't I great?
Have it fucking all, boy. Nothing gets past me. Tell you that.
Fucking mind like a steel trap. He's talking to the chef at this point.
The employee... He's come back. He wants to talk to the chef about how great he is. The employee reported to police on Wednesday. The data was encrypted and protected with a password, according to the city. We will thoroughly ensure security management when handling electronic data, the city said in a statement. We will work to regain our residents' trust by heightening awareness of the importance of protecting personal information. That's nothing.
No, we all know it's important. Everyone knows you shouldn't leak everyone's information at once.
They're going to regain the trust of the residents by simply stating to the residents, lads, it's important to protect your personal information, to which everyone else can reply, but you didn't. That's why we're here.
No, we cannot stress enough how bad it would be if a data breach were to happen.
But look, nobody's to blame here, okay, guys? I mean, we've all made mistakes. There's mistakes on both sides.
Yeah, it's nobody's fault.
Yeah.
Please continue let us manage all of your goings on and affairs.
The way we see it, you made the mistake of giving us your information. We made the mistake of oopsie-daisying it and losing the information. I mean,
it's the purest kind of mistake there is, really.
With love.
With love. I also like when they're like, oh, it's encrypted. Like a password. Like, that's not password 123, first of all.
No. Also, by encrypted, I think they probably just mean, like, you have to open, like, a different version of, like, notes. It's probably something so simple. There's no way they're encrypting that if he's just bringing it in a bag.
It's one of those USBs that, like, slides up, and they think that's encryption because you can hide the port.
It's just like they're never going to find it. And we figured out a way that no matter what way he flips it, it's always going to be the wrong side for the USB.
Delightfully devilish.
That'll hold them up for at least 34 seconds, and then by that stage, we'll have them.
So I imagine they're like just combing the internet right now.
For everything to do with that.
Yeah, for like any sign that like, oh no, someone found it. Someone found a USB. Or maybe some kid just took the bag and like wiped it when he got home and
didn't know anything about it.
Just filled it with torrents, like.
Yeah, just he's got it the LimeWire. Just like, yeah, here we go.
There's not a hope of that USB surviving. It'll be fine.
Just the main thing here is that the employee whoever he is, he went out for a few beers. There's the moment afterwards, right, where he gets home.
Yeah.
And he thinks to himself, have the phone, have the keys, have the wallet. There was something else. What did I say bringing with me that I can't quite remember what I had in my back. What did I fucking have?
And then the bag with all of my work things in it because I came from work.
It's the moment of, oh no, I've lost all 500,000 person's data.
See, because he's like a contractor, right? So he doesn't. That's not his like day to day is minding that USB stick. So his first thought would be, oh, my laptop.
Yeah.
I need to work tomorrow. I need to deliver the USB.
Yeah, he has to run through it. It's like, oh no, I have to deliver the USB. And there's another minute where he's just like, what did I have on that? Oh no.
Oh shit. Like, and he go like maybe he had a few beers.
Oh yeah.
And he goes home and he falls asleep.
Oh no.
And he wakes up and he gets ready for work and he showers, brushes his teeth, does his hair, puts on the suit, and he goes to grab the bag from the chair and he just grabs like the air around it.
Picks up the whole chair.
And he's looking
you're not my
underneath
backpack.
And then, do you think he went back to the restaurant?
I mean, you have to. You got to do that weird random walk to be like, have you seen a bag? And they're always like, no. Why would we have seen a bag in this restaurant?
Like, I don't know. Anytime I've ever lost something and I've had to go back the next day, the looks that the staff gives you, it's the worst. It's the worst part about it.
It's like your parents.
Yeah. It's just like, are you not able to mind your own phone, Shaun?
Are you not able to just, live your life without being a fucking moron and leaving stuff places?
Do you know a cloakroom robbed my jacket once?
No way.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I went in, and fair enough, I lost the ticket. But I was chatting to the lad.
So far I'm on their side, go on.
No. I was chatting to the lad, and he knew me. And like I was like, look, I'm just going to drop my coat in, that's fine. Had a nice pair of headphones in the pocket.
Oh,
and then I went back. And then I didn't have my ticket. And I was like, look, you're... In the jacket pocket before I dropped it.
Yeah.
No. It was in my pants. And then I must have like pulled out my wallet, lost the ticket, that kind of thing. And then I was like, well, when can I get it? He was like, come back tomorrow. And I came back tomorrow. And the night before I could see my jacket hanging up. Then I came back tomorrow and the jacket was gone. So... You do the maths, Connor. I was robbed. I was hoodwinked.
I'll be honest with you though. You did lose your ticket.
I know. And that's on me. I'll acknowledge that.
If I go into a shop and I say, look, I don't have the money with me, but will you give me your goods and I'll pay you back tomorrow. I don't think that's going to fly, Shaun.
Oh, you need to get closer with your local shopkeeper, my friend.
Yeah, if you kind of knew it, but that's worse. Then that means you were robbed by either him or he knew that was your jacket. I was like, I shall give that off to the next drunk lad that I see.
Jez, you look cold. Have that there.
Do you think he brought it home himself?
Nah, probably not.
No.
But I can't be sure,
If you can I ask a follow-up question of, if you were walking downtown now, how many years ago was that?
That was 2014. So
you're still talking about it.
8 years. 8 years. I like the
First
jacket,
of all,
man.
Get over it. Secondly,
a good pair of headphones.
You're walking downtown. You see your good pair of headphones and somebody wearing that jacket. How do you proceed?
Oh, well, I'd set upon them, Connor.
Yeah, well, kung fu.
I'd attack the ankles, make them a bit unsteady.
Would you explain the situation or just go straight for the ankles?
Excuse me, funny question for you. Where did you get my jacket?
Where were you on July 14, 2014? just trying to find out.
It's like, oh, well, I was in a lovely little pub.
That always annoys me in any sort of murder mystery. Like, where were you on the evening of the 17th of 4 months ago? Between the hours of 9 and 12? Like, I don't fucking know.
I haven't a clue, lad.
I was murdered somebody else for all I know.
Was I doing Movie Mondays at that time? I'm
Probably.
Not sure.
So, Shaun, we're finishing off this week with Florida Man answering the world's greatest question. Because Florida Man went for a world record this week, and he got into a bit of trouble because of it. Because Florida Man tries to break world record and find out if it is truly impossible to drink 33 beers in one evening.
It's a brave question. Did it, like, what constitutes a beer in this scenario?
I mean,
like a pint?
A pint.
33 pints. It would suck. It would not be fun.
I think after maybe 10, go home.
I think you'd be dragged home.
According to an arrest affidavit, that's what Monaghan, Florida Man, told St. Lucie County Sheriff's deputies he did after accusations that he used foul language and tried to fight outside Body Talk Sports Bar on South US 1. Our favourite number 1 area.
Our favourite spaceship from Star Trek.
So deputies about 11:30pm went to the adult entertainment establishment after a report of a man passed out in the parking lot shot.
Oh, not good.
Investigators found a woman rubbing the back of an apparently unconscious man, later identified as Monaghan. The woman, identified as Monaghan's fiancée, very quickly, once the officers arrived, said to Monaghan clearly, "Be calm, please don't fight them." Instead, Monaghan hopped up saying, "Oh, you want to fucking fight? Let's go then."
He just heard "fight them" right at the end, and he was like, "All right, a clear task. I love it."
My favourite bit is the turnaround between her knowing, her being like, "All right, he's 33 beers in.
Yeah,
he wants to fight." Okay.
She's prepared that, like, he's about to do this.
She's preemptively trying to get in. Please don't. She's not even through, like, the word fight, and he's already on his feet. Like, he's been passed out 4 seconds ago, but he's like, "You want to fucking go? Let's fucking go, officer."
He's squaring up to him.
"Let's go then," he said. Deputies told Monaghan they were there to help. They were not there to fight him. But his alleged behaviour continued. He put his fists up, saying, "Let's fucking go, you dickheads."
Jesus, man. You're not helping yourself here.
They're like, "We don't want to harm you. We just want to get you home. You're a real drunk. Let's fucking go, you dickheads. Right, I'm on my feet, right? I'm aware. I'm ready to go." So he may.
It's just one officer against this one drunk man.
Two deputies.
Oh, he thinks he can take 2 on 1.
I mean, he's 33 beers in, Sean. The confidence is flowing.
I mean, he's seeing 4, to be fair.
17 deputies. The investigators took Monaghan into custody. His fiancée then said he ran around the parking lot repeatedly and got aggressive before passing out.
Tired himself out. He'll sleep tonight.
He took it himself out, so he did. Monaghan of Vero Beach was taken to a hospital and said he'd quaffed 33 beers through the night. Assuming they were 12-ounce cans, that would be 3 gallons of beer that he had drank in one evening.
Jesus Christ. So, I need this for me.
Yeah.
12 ounces in millilitres. What are we talking?
Oh, here we go.
That's the millilitres. You're looking at 354. So like a small can of Coke.
Yeah, okay. But he's having 33 of them.
He is having 33 of them. Now, I reckon.
Don't say you could do it. Strap that knee brace on and say you could do it. Go on.
It's a seated activity, Connor. I'll be fine. I could do maybe 15.
Yeah, 15 on and you'd want to have a big dinner, ramp up to it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, can I just say, around the time I lost that jacket, that's when I could probably do 16.
Back in the day,
back in my prime.
You were about 16 at the time.
I was, yeah. I had a great head start. But 3 gallons of beer.
Yeah.
The carbonation alone would go through you.
Well, not even that, but the fact that he was able to stand up to fight.
Yeah, to actually be able to run for any distance.
To be able to even lift your head off the tarmac after 33 beers is, I would say, a feat in itself, but that he was able to say, let's fucking go, you dickheads.
He could string a sentence together.
He knows what words to use in a sentence, which is even more impressive.
What if once you get to like 34 beers, you just unlock like you use 100% of your brain?
Irishmen have been trying for years, Shaun, centuries.
Still haven't crossed the final threshold.
So apparently he was arrested for disorderly intoxication and resisting an officer without any violence. So Good. He didn't actually cause any violence whatsoever, which is why it's a fun story. He just challenged him to a fight when he was very, very, very drunk. The
only harm that man did is to himself.
And the best bit is Florida man was told by his fiancée, be calm, be chill, don't fight them. And his immediate response was, gotta go to fight mode.
Do you know what? That's true love right there. Like, she knows him well. She's not judging him for it. She's just saying respectfully, look, please don't fight him.
I know you fight everyone after 32 beers, right? We're under 33rd, so please, just chill out.
We're in uncharted waters here, buddy.
And he ran around the parking lot until he collapsed. He took himself out when he went to sleep.
Then he went to the hospital, got presumably just like 4 drips of water into him.
The most amount of water anyone's ever had.
They backed up a cement mixer full of just saline and just ran it through him.
Shaun, I think that's it for this week's Weird News.
What a week of weird news. It was a lot of build-up after the 2 weeks, you were right.
It was, and by the way, I have another 3 that we didn't even get to this week.
Shit.
Yes.
Holy shit, we talked too long about Ragdoll Baby.
Oh man, Ragdoll Baby and running against horses.
Look up those pictures if you get the chance. They're fucking haunting. Would you like me to take us out, Connor?
Yes, please.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back Friday with Hero or Zero, Monday with Movie Mondays, and next Wednesday with another episode of Weird News Wednesdays. Big shout out, of course, as always, go to our amazing patrons over on Patreon. Patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that in the description. You get all the movie reviews, all the TV shows that we do over there. And you also get a lovely little shout out on the show. So big, massive thanks goes to Waffles, the magic, undisputed king of Aotearoa, New Zealand, Ciara Lawler, David Clarke, Ed Ball, Joe Burney, Róisín, the wife Palmer, Ryan, technically fine, Evanson, Shaun, chuck it in the wash and it'll be grand, Jamieson, Dominic, Jessiah, Florida Gal Green, Anna Hjelmroos, Lil Dicky, come stay where the dogmen play McGrew. Sorry. Oh, that's the long COVID, boys. Oh, the dogmen got me. Thank you to Danny McLaughlin, Ray, the fabulous Frogman, Sam, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Sackman41, Frost, and Buster. Thank you all so much for your support. You're all absolutely amazing humans. As I say, all the links to join the Patreon are down there. Other ways.
Also, new episode coming out tomorrow. Last day of the month.
Last day of the month. Big birthday episode for Shaun, I will say. My birthday was last week. As thanks, I'm making Connor watch Real Steel. Get fucked. And so there are a bunch of ways to support the show. There is a merch store link below that I subtly referenced in the show earlier. You might not have picked up.
I can't remember.
Twitter, we're at Heroes for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just a one, please.
And I think that's about it, Connor.
I think so. So I've been Michaela Doughty.
I've been Shaun Meehan.
I shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.